And a lot of people always ask, like, well, my dog has weird phobias. Sit. Good. When my dog has weird phobias, like, how do I handle it? They think there's this like magical way to like just make dogs not scared of things, when there kind of is a magical way of getting dogs to not be scared of things, and that's by pretending the thing isn't scary and just working the dog through it. Bed. Okay. Bed. Good. Okay. First bed. Good. Okay. Down. Good. No. Down. Good. Good job, buddy. Still technically down. Oh my gosh. What an idiot. No. Down. No. Down. Good. So I like to look for opportunities like that to stabilize the downs. I want them to get comfortable. I want them to loosen up, obviously, but I want them to maintain command still. So you tell he really likes affection, obviously. And you see, obviously, when that affection gets too high, he starts getting a little frisky and rolling around and doing all that, which again, this is fine. This is still down. But what he was doing before, he got himself a little too wound up, forgot he was in the down, broke command. We were able to reset the expectation that you still have to stay down, right? So same deal, right? Given the attention, you can get the belly rubs, all of that, but he's got to stay in position. See, he caught himself that time. That's great. No, down. So we're using this as an opportunity to teach this. And this is why we go through all these drills, right? So for the last, no, down. So for the last 5 minutes or so, I've been obviously working him on just some bed stays, some down stays, things like that, nothing crazy, but we use them in different environments to help isolate and find, no, down, isolate and find problems, right? And clearly, he wants the affection right now, so I'm not giving him any corrections. I'm using negative punishment, so I'm removing the affection anytime he breaks command, obviously. We'll see obviously what happens here in a minute. Good. So still held position that time, which is good, obviously. Good job, buddy. Same deal, good. Still held position that time. No. Down. No. Down. Good. Good. Okay. There you go. Good job, buddy. Down. Good. Okay. Down. Good. Okay. Down. Good. Okay. Bed. Good. Let's see if you're still a pain in the ass about this. Don't bite me. Good. 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 Good job, buddy. Good job. Wow, look at you. Let's see if he holds that while I go wash my hands. Pretty good. Good job, buddy. He said, damn, that was crazy. He said, that was crazy. Okay, you're free. Man, Bruce, that was friggin' crazy, Bruce. What was I saying earlier? What was I saying over there? What'd it do? What'd it do, Bruce? Yeah, he didn't like that. He said, stop saying that. Bruce, come. What'd it do, Bruce? What'd it do? Okay. Bruce, come. Good job, buddy. Good job. Okay. Bruce, come. Good. Okay. Bruce, come. Good. Okay. Bruce, come. Good. Okay. Bruce, come. Don't you friggin' jump on me, though. Don't friggin' do it. Okay. Bruce, bed. Good. What the hell is going on over there? Some weird ass noises going on behind these doors. Bruce, come. Good job, buddy. Good job. That was pretty good. Okay. You don't like your camera. Bruce, bed. Good. Good job. Bruce, come. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay. Bruce, come. Good. Bruce, come. No, come. No, come. Paige, what the hell? What did you do to him? No, Bruce, come. Good. There you go, buddy. Come. Good. There you go, bud. Come. Now see, this is actually turning out to be a really good session because it's highlighting what I was talking about earlier, which is as you're just working a dog, just training a dog, right? Going through the motions, working things, doing it in different environments, showing the dog different pictures, what happens is you experience, no, come. You experience new hurdles, right? And we've seen multiple at this point, right? We've seen now the affection with the downs and how we could use it to our advantage and make sure we're not using it against us, right? We saw, come. We saw obviously with the nails, him overcoming certain things with the nails, right? We're seeing now, as we're working him off leash in this context, come, how he's wigged out for whatever reason about your camera, right? And it could also be just a minute before when he was on that bed, there was some sort of weird ass noise going on over here that was like kind of loud and jarring. And dogs can develop weird negative associations pretty easily, right? So maybe hypothetically he thought, good. He thought that that noise was coming from you or from the camera, right? Which could have freaked him out a little bit. And a lot of people always ask, like, well, my dog has weird phobias. Sit. Good. When my dog has weird phobias, like, how do I handle it? They think there's this like magical way to like just make dogs not scared of things, when there kind of is a magical way of getting dogs to not be scared of things, and that's by pretending the thing isn't scary and just working the dog through it, right? Notice when he started getting really weird about it, we started losing control of him. And this is what I always tell everybody when we're dealing with fear and anxiety. The fear and the anxiety isn't inherently the problem. A lot of people look at it like it is, but that's assuming that there is a world in which dogs, or humans for that matter, will never be scared or anxious of things. That's not real life. There's things that I get scared and anxious of. There's things that he's gonna get scared and anxious of. There's things I'm sure Paige is scared and anxious of. But the key is, do you have the self-discipline to be able to control yourself through those things? And particularly when it's things that aren't actually scary, it's perceived threat in his mind, that what was that noise, or what is that camera, or whatever it may be. As we get him to control himself around it, he will become desensitized to that thing actually being scary in the first place. So that's all we're doing. We're just working him through it. Oh, you're scared of the camera. All right, no big deal. We're still working right now. I need you to still focus on me. And as we work him through that more and more, that thing becomes less scary. So no, this is a great session to work through here. Come. Good job, buddy. And obviously as I do these stops, good. You see he's getting a little smoother on each one, coming up close to that camera. Come. Still a little wigged out by it, but that's okay. He's still staying compliant with me. Same deal, coming up close. You see, nervous, but the self-discipline. Good, to be able to control himself through it. That's very good, buddy. Sit. Good job. Good job. Okay. Bruce, bed. No? Bruce, bed. Good job, buddy. So we're just training the dog. Bruce, come. Good. Bruce, come. Good. Good job, bud. Bruce down. Good. Okay. Bruce, bed. Good. Bruce, come. Good. Bruce down. Good. Bruce, come. Good. Okay. Bruce, come. Good job, buddy. Good job. Okay. Bruce, come. Good. Okay. Bruce, bed. Good. Couple additional points here. So, because I'm sure everybody's going to be asking this question at some point in the video, did you give a correction at anywhere in that, like an e-collar correction or something, that may have caused some weird superstitious association with the camera? No, actually in this entire session so far, there has not been one e-collar correction given. I have been exclusively relying on my verbal commands and my verbal markers in order to communicate with him up until this point, right? I haven't needed to actually correct him for anything because we're just kind of putting him through the motions and we're just obviously relying on those markers. Those markers are nice and conditioned in, and that leads to point number 2, which is this is actually my second time ever working with this dog. This is a dog that Bridget's been working with, and he's actually from a shelter. He was sent here for training because his behavior was really out of control and they wanted to make him more adoptable, obviously. So that is part of the reason why I go through these motions of doing basically the easiest things possible and progressively making them more difficult. You know, case in point, starting with like on-leash commands everywhere, working without actual e-collar corrections initially and relying on those markers, you know, testing things like the praise and attention, working towards the off-leash, all that kind of stuff. So given that this is my second session ever working with him, that is a lot of the reason why it's so important to have that communication established where I could overcome these hurdles. Because with a dog like him, you saw him go through these peaks and valleys of going from like fairly controlled at the beginning to kind of out of control excited when we were working those downstays with the attention, where like he got too excited and he lost control and wasn't focused enough on his training then at that point. And same deal when I was kind of getting him riled up, playing with him and stuff like that, the attention getting a little bit too high, or the arousal getting a little bit too high, obviously. Then we saw that ping pong to him getting uncontrollably scared of something, right? And working through that. And that's the issue with dogs like him that people don't look at enough, is it's not just about the low lows, but it's about the high highs and the dog not being able to like emotionally regulate themselves enough. So we'll see dogs like him that they get ridiculously scared of certain things, right? And we have no control over the dog when they're scared. And we look at that as something that's different than when the dog gets really, really excited about stuff and we lose control of them when they have excited. And we look at it as something different because in the excitable scenarios, it's not that big of a deal. There's nothing horrendously bad that's gonna happen aside from maybe he like scratches you because he's jumping on you, or he doesn't listen to his commands when you want. Where the fearful situations, they could really get themselves in trouble. And I always tell everybody, if you wanna gain leverage of the dog when they're really scared of things, tackle the areas where you don't have control over them when they're really excited, and it'll allow you to work through those things. And then what happens is the really, really exciting things we make slightly less exciting. The really, really scary things we make slightly less scary, and we get the dog to exist somewhere in the middle with it. So this is a really great session for everybody to kind of see how we worked through some of those things, both in the excitable manner as well as in the fearful manner, and how we tackle situations like that, and how we're ultimately teaching Bruce here to kind of start to regulate his behavior out a little bit. So good session. Hope you guys enjoy it.